What do we got here? Apatosaurus. Awesome. But anyway, oh, there's a Cerrato that wandered all the way over here. We got Diablo over here. Looks like he's challenging something. What is it? Or at least I thought he was. And now he's just looking for food. Well, there's plenty of stuff over here. What do we have over here? Oh, Giganotosaurus. Awesome. And over here we've got Dinokairos. Look at that.
Pleased to welcome a Brachiosaurus to the park.
That's so cool. You know, this sanctuary's coming along quite nicely. You know what it's missing? A monster to wreck everything. Anyway, what's going on, guys? And welcome back to another episode of Jurassic World Evolution 3. We are back in the Biosyn Sanctuary. Oh, not the Biosyn Sanctuary. The, Biological Preserve, I should say. And you know what? I'm going to release these Brachies into the wild, because we've got the aviary here, and they're kind of just in the way. So let's get the capture team to bring these guys over to the wild. They deserve to be out with their friends. But yeah, today, we're going to be releasing something crazy. We're going to be introducing hybrids into the sanctuary. More specifically, 3 that are on the list. Indominus Rex, Indoraptor, and Spinoraptor. We're going to start with the Spinoraptors because I think they will fit perfectly in the wetlands environment. So we're going to create a couple of them. We're going to have Spinoraptor in here. Of course, we need an alpha Spinoraptor. Hopefully these guys will kind of just mind their own business. We'll have 2 of them be like subordinates, and then 1 of them be the alpha. That's what we're going to do in today's video. There we go. We got the Spinoraptors being added in. Our first hybrid. They are on the list. Somebody did request to see Spinoraptors on here, and I think we're going to put them right in here. And we got a Dinokairos trying to challenge a Cerrato to a fight. That's cool, I guess. Meanwhile, we've got the Baryonyx swimming around here. And we got a lone Irritator kind of just chilling. This is Tater. Chilling here. We got movement in the nest. What do we got? More Parasaurs. Awesome. Let's get a delivery zone going so we could get the Spinoraptors ready. We got Bumpy fighting an Ankylosaurus. Got so many Cerratos over here. It's not even funny. Let's get the Spinoraptors going. And then we'll add in a couple more pterosaur species. So let's have... Ooh, this one's a cool color. We'll have those 2 for the subordinates, and then 1 of them for the alpha. We'll have this one be the alpha. Or should it be this one? We'll have this one be the alpha. Let's go ahead. Alright, let's get these guys over to the wild. And I'm thinking we get some more pterosaurs. I want to get, like, maybe Dimorphodons, so we could have, like, a smaller pterosaur. Yeah, it's getting very laggy because there's so many creatures here. And then we need Quetzalcoatlus. I do want to get a couple of Quetzals, and I do want to get a couple of Dimorphodons. So let's get a couple of Dimorphodons going. Alright, so the Spinoraptors are done. Let's discard the Kayuajara eggs. And let's get the Spinoraptors released. Let's start with the alpha.
Bruh.
I did not mean to do that. I did not mean to do that. Alright, add task. Alright, well, it's fine. It's fine. Just capture those guys and then get them out of here. Dimorphodon, where should we put the Dimorphodons? Should we put them in with the Pteranodons? And then the Quetzalcoatluses somewhere else? Let's do that. Let's put the Quetzalcoatluses, like, over here. We're about to have Spinoraptors, our first hybrid. Let's release our first Spinoraptor.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Apatosaurus to the park.
This is the alpha. Look at that.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Spinoraptor to the park.
And then the other two Spinoraptors are currently being transported. What's going on over here? Actually, there's a lot going on over here. Let's add a carnivore for over here. Let's see what's on the list and see what kind of carnivores we can throw in. Alright, so Acro's on the list, Albertosaurus, Allosaurus, Atrociraptor, Carnotaurus. Maybe we should add another pack hunter. We could get a Atrociraptor in here. We could also get Allosaurus, just so we have like a big carnivore in here. Yeah, we could do that. We could easily do that. With the Pteranodons, maybe a little further away. Let's get them a little further away. Let's get a delivery zone just for that. We'll put the Dimorphodons over here. That'll be cool. Alright, Dimorphodon. Let's release them, and then we'll work on the Quetzalcoatluses afterwards. Smoothie has matured. Awesome. In the meantime, before we release the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor, let's get like another carnivore, a couple more carnivores in here. I'm thinking Allosaurus and Atrociraptor. Something large and something small. Alright, the Dimorphodons are currently being transported. The Allos are ready. We got a Dinochirus and a Cerado duking it out. 17% against 89%. Wait, is that the Alpha? Are you the Alpha? No, you're not even the Alpha. You're just super strong. That's awesome to see. Spinoraptor, there they are. They're just chilling over here, minding their own business. That's awesome. We got some Brackies just waiting in the water. That's awesome. We got a Giganotosaurus hunting down an Ornithomimus. Let's see what happens here. Boom! And they just glitch. That's awesome. What'd they end up having? A son. Okay, cool. There's their little one. We got movement in the nest. What do we got? More Herrerasaurs. Awesome. Should I turn on aging with the dinosaurs? Otherwise, this is just going to overpopulate. Because I think dinosaurs are breeding faster than they're able to be killed. Let's get a small nest for the compies, just in case they want to breed.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome the
Oh, yeah, they need multiple nests. I forgot about that. There we go. Alright, let's release our first Allosaurus. This is the Alpha. We got Max and a Triceratops duking it out. Has Max ever bred up? We got Fluffy wandering over here, and she's starving, apparently. Alright, Max, do you have any... You have a daughter. You can be Maxine, I guess. Alright, cool. So we got Maxine, the only daughter of Max. Let's get the other two Allos. I'm gonna turn on Old Age. Give me a second. Yeah, we're gonna turn that on. Now creatures can die of old age. We got Fluffy hunting down an Ornithomimus that made her way over here. She is starving, which is not good, and she failed. Ah, that sucks. We're gonna start having dinosaurs die of old age. We got a nest claimed by a Compsognathus. That's awesome. Now, let's release the Indominus Rex and the Indoraptor. Wait on, is Scorpius Rex on the list? That is on the list. Okay. Let's release them with, like, no traits at all. Let's release one on each side of the island with no traits at all. Or 25% chance of certain traits. We'll release the Scorpius Rex, Indoraptor, and Indominus Rex on, like, separate parts of the facility. So maybe the Indominus will be in the middle, the Indoraptor might be in the back, and then the Scorpius will take the front. We gotta release the other two Allos. 1 second. Just so things can get more interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased pleased to welcome an Allosaurus to the park.
We got some Allosaurs. That's awesome. Alright. Got that done. Let's get that out of here. So for the Scorpius, thinking about releasing it maybe in the wetlands area. Maybe over here. Where the Therizinos are. We'll have to see if these guys survive. We'll put the Scorpius over here. The Indominus can go in the middle, where all the action is. You know what, I might even use this one here. Alright, let's get the Scorpius Rex out of the way. Release via airlift. Will that be in a crate, or... We'll put you over here. Don't know if you'll be in a crate, but whatever. We got Bob Sr. going up against one of the Giganotosaurs. 69% against 100. I think Bob Sr. got the first hit in. Oh, dear God. Oh, that. Bob Sr. won. That's what I like to see, apex predators going up against each other. There's Big Edie running away. You don't have any traits at all, but you are aggressive. And the Indoraptor has a strong trait. We'll have to see how that goes. So the Indoraptor we're going to put in the back. I want to put you in the back. Alright, where are the Dimorphodons? There they are. Got one kind of just walking around. That's cool. We've got pterosaurs in here. Yep. Alright, let's get the Quetzals going. So here's our Scorpius Rex. Blender Jr. has formed a life bond. Blender Jr.'s breeding. Awesome. We got the Scorpius Rex kind of just wandering over here. We're going to release the Indoraptor all the way into the back. Alright, is the Indoraptor going to be... Oh, the Indoraptor's in a crate, but not the Scorpius Rex. And I'm assuming the Indominus isn't going to be in the crate either. And then let's put the Indominus over here. Alright, so the Scorpius is wandering over here, looking at its new environment. We're only going to have one of each. I want to see what happens. Looks like the Scorpius Rex is already making its move.
Ladies and gentlemen,
challenging a Therizino to a fight.
Quetzalcoatlus to the park.
There's a bunch of Therizinos in the area. What do we got here? More Nasudos. We got two Dinokyruses duking it out. We've got more Parasaurs. The Quetzals are being transported, and so is the Indominus. We have pterosaurs in here. The Indominus Rex is coming in hot. What about the Indoraptor? Where's the Indoraptor at? Alright, the Indoraptor is slowly being released. We've got the Indominus Rex in here. It's gonna cause chaos. We've got a Giganotosaurus hunting down an Ornithomimus. We've got more Ornithomimuses being hatched up, which is awesome. And the Indoraptor's ready. Let's release it.
We are pleased to welcome an Ornithomimus to the park.
Look at that. Hybrids are coming in. We'll have to see how they survive around here. Fluffy going up against a Baryonyx. So it looks like Fluffy has survived. Wait, this is the Alpha Baryonyx. Let's name you, I don't know, Leopard. You kind of look like a leopard. Cool. We're going to have to see what goes on. Oh, Indoraptor's already starting trouble with a Nasutoceratops. Alright, looks like the Indoraptor made its first move. 40% against 100. It's not looking good for the Nasuto. Can it fight back? That's the question. And it looks like no. Didn't even stand a chance against the Indoraptor. That sucks. Allosaurs are kind of wandering over here, which is nice. We got a fight between a Stego and an Allo. They got the first hit in. 56% against 100. The Stego got the first hit in. Followed by a hit by the Allo. Just want to add some more action to it. They do a little dance. 12% against 81. What are your traits? Small appetite, quenched, and defensive. And you are small appetite, fit, and social.
We are pleased to welcome an ornithologist.
Oh, we got the Scorpius Rex just killing a Cerrado. There's gonna be carnage. Lots and lots of carnage. There it is. It's hunting down an Apatosaurus. It's trying to. It looks like he's hunting down a Cerrado. Ah, that sucks. He survived, anyway. But, for how long? Blender Jr., there you are. Have your eggs hatched yet? You have a son. We're gonna name you Blender the Third. Blender the Third. There we go. Smoothie. So now we've got Blender the Third, which is awesome. Already. We got the Indominus... Littlefoot! Wait, Littlefoot, you're all grown up? Oh no, he's going after Littlefoot. I really wish sauropods could fight back. Is that fatal? No, you did survive, but now you are hungry. So hopefully you eat. The Quetzalcoatluses are landing, which is nice. Walking around. Oh, that's cool. That is cool. He's taking off into the air. You are expanding your territory, which is awesome. The Scorpius Rex is going after a Packy now. We're gonna have to see what goes on. Disrupting the ecosystem. Not good. So yeah, the Scorpiuses have kind of left the Therizinos alone. Which is nice and all. We've got Therizinos and Dinochirus living in here, as well as Ostroraptors. Oh, look at the Dinochirus digging through the water. That's awesome. Let's watch this Indominus Rex as it tries to hunt down this Apatosaurus here. Ooh. Okay, we got Starved to Death. We've got Died to Scorpius Rex. The Indoraptor is taking on another Nasudo. Is this one at least, like, combat trait friendly? You are fit. Alright. They are calling it off. We've got another... We got Giganotosaurus hunting down another Ornithomimus. Looks like this Giganotosaurus is challenging an Ankylosaurus to a fight that wandered all the way over here. What do we got here? Oh, wait, what are those? Oh, they're Cerrados. That's cool. And we got a Dimorphodon that just landed right in front of them. Oh, you're fast asleep. You just decided to fall asleep in front of the Cerrado nest. That's awesome. Seeing a Dimorphodon chilling next to a Spinosaurus. That's pretty awesome. Wait, is the juvenile alive? She is alive. Looks like she has been damaged, or at least had scars. She's just running around. She's hanging out with the Parasaurs. That is awesome. That is actually awesome to see. We got the Indominus Rex just killed a Cerrado. Yeah. The Indominus Rex is causing havoc. It really is. I'm hoping it picks a fight with one of the Spinos as well as maybe one of the T-Rexes. That's what I'm counting on. A juvenile Ostroraptor that's on low health. Probably because you're starving. I should probably get you some food. Let's get you a carnivore feeder. This here is just Therizino Central. With a Dinochirus or two living here. This Dinochirus just killed a Therizino. Okay. I did not see that. You can be a Zur, and I'll favor you.
To the park.
Alright, cool. We got some Velociraptors that are maturing. I want to see what Beta looks like now. The female Spino died to Fluffy. How did I not see that? I'm missing a lot. I really am missing a lot. Oh my god. We're getting some heavy hitters here.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Who else died so I can keep track? Ankylosaurus died to a Giganotosaurus. Nelson died to the Indoraptor. Oh, that sucks. We need something to counter the Indoraptor. What exactly? I have no idea. We got Big Edie going up against an Iguanodon. And you look like Blue. You look just like Blue. That's awesome. Okay. Meanwhile, we've got a Quetzalcoatlus just flying around. Roaming around happily. This is awesome. What do we got here? More trikes. We got an Allosaurus hunting down a Pachycephalosaurus, or trying to anyway. So they're kind of surviving. So yeah, the female Spino is dead. That sucks. Your poor mother. I mean, you still got your father, but still. A lot of heavy hitters have died. We got movement in the nest. We got more Ornithomimus. Got an Allosaurus hunting down a Brachy. The two Giganotosaurs are kind of just living at peace. Oh, we got a fatal injury. We got an Ostroraptor that died to a Therizino. Another Ostroraptor that died to a Therizino. Do we at least have an adult Ostroraptor here? The Ostroraptors don't really stand a chance. Do we have any adults left?
we are pleased to welcome a Pachycephalosaurus to
Yeah, that adult's dead. That's a juvenile, that's a juvenile. That guy's dead. Only these two juveniles remain. 4. We got 4 Ostroraptors remaining. Just those juveniles. They're gonna have to survive on their own, which sucks. Let's get something over here. I'm thinking Acrocanthosaurus. We'll get 2 of them. There we go. And that'll be the final species for this episode. We'll have to see what else goes on. It's still alive. The Indominus is still alive. And it's hunting down one of the Apatosaurs, it looks like. What about the Indoraptor? I'm sure you're still alive. Yeah, I can hear you. You're still alive. And you're just chilling. That's all. Oh, it did die! It died to an Allosaurus. Okay. Well, that's one hybrid down anyway. Irritators. Wait, are those Irritators? No, they're Suchomimus. Never mind. Do we have Irritator juveniles? That's my question. Okay. We don't have Irritators. Let's get them a large nest. Just so we have it. There we go. The Acrocanthosaurus should provide a little more interesting things. You know, I'm thinking about getting the Ostroraptors out of here. Like, well, not out of this area. And moving them somewhere else. Somewhere a little safer. Where they can have peace and quiet. I know just where to put them. We got a Parasaur that starved to death. We've got a Compy that wandered all the way over here. Let's put them in this area here. Let's release the other Acrocanthosaurus. Alright, let's get them out of here before the Acros kill them. I want them to live in peace. This is not a good area for them. Let's get them out. Just moving them to another part of the island. That's all. Only 3 Atrociraptors remain here. And let's get a medium nest for when they're fully grown. Alright, and I'm currently transporting them as we speak. The remaining 3 Ostroraptors. Let me just make sure that's all of them. There's still one more knocking about. We just gotta find it. We found it! We found it. Go get that guy. One of the Ostroraptors has made it. All right, we got plenty of pasture. Need a bunch more wetland? Not a problem. You can have all the wetland you want. Now they need more wetland. Go explore. You got a lot more to explore. There we go. What are you doing all the way down there? Damn it. Alright, let's smoothen the terrain. Alright, I've gotten the 4 remaining Ostroraptors back home. So now they can just live in peace in this little area. There we go. They're in their nice new home. Nice and comfortable. What do you mean you're missing wetland? You're forming territory, alright. Let's get some wetland going. Alright, that's wetland taken care of. They just need water, basically. There's water right here. Go explore your new home. Alright, and with that, I think that's going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.